Welcome back to another week of Come Follow Me. This week we're talking about D&C 41 to 44. It begins talking about how in early 1831, the church was growing pretty fast, especially in Kirtland, Ohio, where there's a lot of excitement in the air, but also a lot of confusion. A lot of saints brought in ideas and traditions from former faiths, and the Lord knew that their hearts were in the right place, but they needed a little refining. And the Lord promised that he would give his law to govern the church. He said, "He that receiveth my law and doeth it, the same is my disciple." The Lord also called Edward Partridge to be the first bishop in the church so he could take care of the saints at the time. At the same time, he instructed the elders of the church to lead by revelation, because it's revelation, not opinion, is how God leads his church. That's a good line. The Lord then delivered the law to the saints, and it's about living the gospel in everyday, real ways. And at the heart of this invitation was to remember the poor. The saints were taught to consecrate what they had to help others too. Today, we live in a similar way where we consecrate our lives to help others. We can use time, talents, and resources to bless others. In section 43, the Lord reminded the saints how his church receives direction. He said revelation for the church comes through his prophets, very much the same as it does today. But he also taught us that each and every one of us can receive revelation. He actually promises us, "If thou shalt ask, thou shalt receive revelation upon revelation." What's cool is the Spirit can teach us to recognize what is good and what will help our lives. He really teaches us that when we follow the Spirit, we learn to love and appreciate God's timing, even in the hard times. Just like how personal revelation was really important in the early days of the church, that same principle of revelation is important to us today. So today, a challenge I have for you guys is pick one way you want to follow God better. Maybe that's serving someone in need, maybe that's following a prompting or spending time in his scriptures. He promises that he will be with us when we do these things. We'll see you guys next week.